What's going on, everybody? It is I, your boy, Christmas Gilbert. And then,
hey, it's me, Saturnalia Harry.
and then we also have the Peaky Grinch. I was gonna say Hanukkah Harry, but you're not Jewish, so it doesn't really work.
I mean, yeah, I can pretend to be Jewish for a while. I'll get some candles. I'll do something.
I think we're like a week. We're like 2 weeks late. We're like 2 weeks late for Hanukkah, but yeah. Either way, whatever. What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas! It is us, the Fulcrum Boys. We are here. We're hanging out, and we are going to be watching a movie for you. Well, with you. Hopefully, with you. I don't know. Maybe you're just going to be watching us talk about nothing. But what film are we watching, Harrison? You seemed really excited about it before we went live.
Yeah, well happy about this. We are watching Gremlins. Absolute Christmas classic.
And you know what? I was going through all the different Christmas movies. There's a lot of long fucking Christmas movies out there. Like, there's a lot of 2-hour plus Christmas movies, and this is one of the shorter ones. I just want to.
Wow. We said that. Yeah, said that yesterday when we were watching Die Hard. That I didn't realize it was over 2 hours long.
Yeah, dude. Die Hard's 2 hours long. I think Gremlins 2 is 2 hours long, something like that. Let's see.
Gremlins 2 is 2 hours long. Christmas film.
Gremlins 2 is well. Okay, yes, it's not.
Gremlins 2 doesn't happen at Christmas, so therefore it's not a Christmas film.
Okay. No, it's like more of a Halloween film. But whatever. The point I was making is I was looking at a bunch of different Christmas movies, or like movies that are considered Christmas. Even Home Alone is like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like I'm not sitting down and watching a movie that's 2.5 hours long.
Wow.
No, but I have the attention span of a hummingbird. I refuse. No, but I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. We got Hans in here. He looks excited. He says, "Hello, everybody." We got Justin in here. Got Mr. Action in the house as always, and Dark Lycan. He asked, "Do we love the shout out?" Yes, I finally saw your video, and thank you very much for the shout out. It's a weird video.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's the one he shared in the Discord.
I need to check that out.
Cinematic Sith says, hello there, everyone. What's up?
Hello.
I don't think we've seen you in the stream before, so welcome in. But Home Alone is a must-watch on Christmas. No, it is not. No, it is not. I've watched that.
We're watching Home Alone tomorrow.
What was that?
Me and my mum and dad are watching Home Alone tomorrow. Just because there's nothing really else on.
Why?
Why? There's nothing else on. Christmas Eve TV, like Harrison will agree with me on this. Like in the UK, Christmas Eve TV and even Christmas Day TV is a bit dog shit.
Yeah, like it's whatever decent movie or half decent movie is on, you know. But I mean,
yeah,
who watches TV? You know what I mean? Like,
so we're going to be watching Home Alone tomorrow, and then we're going to watch Home Alone 2 while we're having dinner. After all my family have gone from Christmas lunch, so when it's just back to being us three, we're gonna watch Home Alone 2, and then I think we're watching like some of the shitty Christmas specials they do for TV programs later on in the evening. But I'll be food comatose by then, so I don't care.
That's actually that is true. One of the worst things about Christmas is that like. Every year, the BBC's like, we're showing The Snowman again.
That's like on Channel 4 this year, yeah.
Oh, The Snowman.
The thing is, I can't watch The Snowman because the song "Walking in the Air" was played at my brother's funeral.
Oh damn!
So
that sucks.
Same with I can't watch The Lion King because The Circle of Life was played at his funeral. So like, I just can't watch those two films.
Your parents are dicks, or whoever set up the music for that. Like your parents are dickheads.
Considering Lion King was my brother's favorite film, no, they're not dicks.
Well, okay, fine, fair enough. But I'm just like that's still a dickhead thing to do. It's like you're ruining a whole movie for the other child.
Mr. Action, you know what I mean? we did the Star Wars Christmas special a couple of years ago, and I'm never doing it again. I cannot handle the Star Wars Christmas special again. It was too much.
Yeah, no, let's pretend we never watched that movie. Let's repress that memory and then like have to have that come back to us when we're 40 and get therapy for it then. I don't want to ever think about that. Yeah, no, it was bad.
I mean, Mr. Action, I'm sure you could find it on the channel, so if you want to chill out and like watch
still on there
as like commentary to it, yeah. But oh man, that's so hard to get.
Yeah, I don't ever want to watch B. Arthur. I know she's dead, but I don't ever want to watch B. Arthur singing in the cantina again.
Oh no. Cinematic Sith, Muppets Christmas Carol.
So Cinematic Sith.
Maybe next year.
I have the soundtrack on vinyl for that film.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very good.
As well as Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my dad had the Muppets movie on vinyl, but like not the Christmas Carol, just the original Muppets movie.
Oh, cool.
All right, guys. So, are we ready to watch it, to start up? I think I've given us all like a good 6 minutes to get all your Disney Pluses or HBO Maxes or Hulu or whatever the hell you're watching Gremlins on.
I'm crediting it off of Amazon Prime.
Okay, yeah, I have it on my HBO. I don't know how Harrison's watching it. Maybe he took to the high seas.
No, I bought it on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's how I've got
I should have done that as well.
Mr. Exon's asking. Oh, he's also he's gonna join in the watch. Oh, and he's asking us to wait. So, all right, yeah, I give you 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
All right. So in that time, let's rate this. Is this better or worse than the second? Or which one's better? This one or Gremlins 2?
Oh, this one's better.
Oh no! Gremlins 2 is better. No. I'm afraid. Like, this movie's fantastic. Sets up a great premise. Gremlins 2 goes balls out with it, and it's amazing.
The trouble is that I like this one more than the second one because of one specific scene where some old crone gets what she deserves.
That's true. The lady who threatens the dog in this one, she dies. So I'm like, I think I like this one more. So, all right. And with that, Mr. Action says he's ready. Cinematic says he loves both movies. All right, guys. I think so. We got Harrison saying 2, Peaky saying 1, me saying 1, and then, well, I'll say it's number 1 wins.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then the last thing I'll say before we start the movie. What's up to Volunteer Titan? Says, hey everyone, how's it going?
Hey,
what's up?
All right, guys, and ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and press play. And here we go. And so, yeah, this is a new thing I'm trying with my TV screen. So that way I can watch it, and then also you guys can all see where we are in the movie, so it can line up a little better.
All right, interesting.
You guys just can't hear what we hear.
Exactly. Yeah, you won't be able to hear anything. You just be able to see what we're seeing, or in theory.
I
noticed you were doing this during Die Hard yesterday.
I was doing this. That was me testing it. I was testing it out to kind of see how it looked and how it would like come up on the screen.
Interesting. Who hasn't got a story? Nobody got a story like this one.
So I just want to ask, what is up with Steven Spielberg? Because he's not director, but he is the producer. He's one of the producers of this movie. What is up with Steven Spielberg and putting Chinese kids in Yankees hats? Because this kid looks like. When I started watching this, I'm like, is that Short Round?
Was this before or after Temple of Doom?
I think it was after. I think Temple of Doom was like
it might just be like it might just be one of those Steven Spielberg Easter eggs that he throws into like all of his films.
Oh yeah, no, like right after this part when they go to the town, when he gets the Mogwai and they go to the town, there's a billboard that has like an Indiana Jones reference on there. So
yeah,
but the second I saw this kid, I'm just like,
isn't there like hieroglyphics in Raiders of the Lost Ark with R2-D2 and C-3PO on it?
Yes, there are.
Yeah, so it's just Steven Spielberg throwing Easter eggs into all of his films like he usually does.
Mm-hmm.
Temple of Doom and this movie the same year, both 1984.
Oh, okay. So all right. So then that explains that that Spielberg was just really into the Yankees that year.
Again, it's just an Easter egg.
Agreed.
Producers and directors who do like different types of franchises do it all the time. Like it's not a new thing and it's not an old thing. Like they've done it throughout their movie careers.
Let's see, Volunteer Titan says this is his 3rd favorite Christmas movie. So what are the first 2 then?
Your Mama and Your Mama Too.
I really love the movie Scrooged. Anyone seen Scrooge with Bill Murray?
Yes.
No, actually, I have not.
Pretty good.
Is that?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So, yeah, it's like a retelling of A Christmas Carol, but the Ebenezer Scrooge character is Bill Murray, and he's like a TV executive. And Christmas
they
Carol
kind of like. They modernized it and Americanized it during that time.
Oh shit!
It's really good.
That.
It's a real decent movie. I absolutely recommend it.
Nice. So here, let me see here. All right, so he says Christmas Carol and the Grinch. Then this. All right, so now here's the other question: is it the Jim Carrey Grinch, or are we talking the original, the Dr. Seuss, like the animated Grinch?
Or are we talking Benedict Cumberbatch animation? Grinch?
Oh God! Oh no, we're definitely not talking about that. No one's talking about
who is it done? It's the same people who do Despicable Me, Illumination.
Illumination.
Fun thing, directed by the guy who plays Snowball in Clerks, Scott Mosier.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Huh. So like Kevin Smith's little buddy. He's Volunteer
Titan says Jim Carrey.
Okay, I'll the recent Grinch film sucks. Agree. But the Jim Carrey one was all right. I
watched because Jim Carrey one is my all-time favorite. Because that's the one I kind of grew up watching as a kid.
Yeah, I rewatched that last week, and I forgot it came out in 2000. For some reason, I thought it came out a bit later.
And also the girl who plays Cindy Lou Who, she is now in a heavy metal band called the Pretty Reckless? I think it is.
Yes.
Let's see, Cindy Lou Who, actress, band.
She grew up hot.
Whoa, she did grow up hot. Like, damn, bro.
I have a challenge here saying that they are not heavy metal.
Music group is the Pretty Reckless. That's what they're called.
Yeah, the Pretty Reckless.
Let's see here.
I like that movie a lot. I think like it's super cool. It's cool like how much physical sets there are in that. Like, I can imagine that movie was a pain in the ass to make.
So Jim Carrey actually hired they hired trained CIA interrogators to help Jim Carrey through the makeup process of that film.
Jesus.
So, because think of how much makeup he had to go and how much time in the makeup chair he had to go in through that film. Like, it was more or less like torture to him. So they brought in CIA detectives and that to help him through that process. So like he then started to then get to the point where he just zone out during this time in the chair.
Damn, dude. I mean, at a certain point, you gotta wonder: is it worth it to like have that much realism to your makeup that you have to put a person in a chair for like 10 hours so that way they don't, so that way they can like have the shit.
Back then in the 2000s, like CGI wasn't really like as good as it is now. So like if they made the Grinch live action now, they wouldn't need to do that much makeup because they'd be able to CGI it. Or they'd be able to
directed by Ron Howard, aka the director of Solo. Yeah. Hey, not everything Ron Howard does is great. Let's just put that one out there.
I did find it weird though. I was looking at like what he made, and he directed Apollo 13. Like Ron Howard's like a serious director who's made well-acclaimed movies. So good. Yeah. And then he makes other movies.
So Anonymous has just put what's the absolute worst Christmas movie for you? I don't like the one with Arnold. So Jingle All the Way.
I like Jingle All the Way.
Oh no, wait.
I like Jingle All the Way. That's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun movie.
That's a great movie. It's bad, but it's still great.
Put the cookie down.
So worst Christmas movie I gotta say is, to me, it's got to be Home Alone. I'm sorry, but it's Home Alone is like overrated and it's just overplayed. I think my favorite one is gonna be the Muppets Christmas Carol, but yeah, the worst one is probably either Home Alone or like controversial, but Edward Scissorhands. I really don't like Edward Scissorhands.
Is that a Christmas film though?
It's got Christmas bits in it, yeah, I guess, but like, there's a lot of it where it's not Christmas. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of debate whether or not it's a Christmas movie.
The thing is, with Edward Scissorhands, it time jumps quite a fair bit throughout the film. So like, it's not set just during like 1 year. It does time jump.
Yeah, no. So there is a part with. All right, so fair enough. I might take that one back then, but I don't know. My worst one is still going to be Home Alone.
To be fair, I watched the movie yesterday. Me and my brother have a bad movie club where we watch deliberately bad movies, sort of like MST3K, but at home. And we watched Santa Conquers the Martians yesterday. And that sounds great. That's an amazing title. The movie is a turd. It is so boring. It's absolutely awful. So that one's pretty bad. But I mean, like, if you talk about like mainstream, everyone else likes it. I don't know. Love Actually can be hard to watch. I remember when I was a kid, I kind of liked it, but as you get older, it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, Alan Rickman and Rowan Atkinson can't save that crap of a movie.
That's the problem. It's got a great cast, but then it's not that good a movie.
Honestly, because I don't like Will Ferrell, it has to be Elf for me.
Oh, do you know what? Actually, I'm with you there, Peaky. I cannot stand Will Ferrell, particularly in that movie.
I can't stand any of his films. I just don't like his type of comedy. That's my issue with him.
Yeah,
I don't find his type of comedy funny. So when it comes to the 3 episodes of the US Office that he's in, I skip those 3 episodes.
I like him. He's done some things where he's been a voice, and I've liked him. I like the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Megamind, like that movie.
Yeah.
But
him, his
I
voice
don't find
work
him funny at all.
Yeah, he just annoys me. So yeah, Elf is probably going to be probably up there on my worst Christmas film.
Yeah, God, Elf is bad.
So yeah, cinematic. He likes Elf, but he doesn't like Will Ferrell.
I'm so glad someone else, like other people, agree with me. Like Will Ferrell's just not funny. Did you know that he ended up having to change the ending to Elf because Will Ferrell originally wanted Elf to be targeted at his R-rated audience. They changed it to make it into a family movie. They changed the ending.
Jeez, dude.
What was the ending before?
I don't know. I didn't really.
Him and Zoe have a hardcore sex scene. No.
Yeah, it was like
I didn't care. I didn't care enough to read the rest of the article.
Ooh, dude. All right, so I want to talk about this part real quick. This is the part where the crazy lady comes in and threatens the dog in front of all the townspeople. And like,
all those fucking witnesses. All those witnesses, and like, there's just that one guy, like, that'd do it.
Yeah, right. The one old man, like, maybe I'll put him in my dryer and put it on a spin cycle. That'd do it. It's like, what the fuck? This crazy old, and then they preface this whole thing with her like telling this woman with 2 children, just like, fuck you. I don't care about Christmas. Maybe you should ask Santa for a new house. It's like, Jesus, lady.
Hey guys, Burger King's there. Go get yourself a Whopper.
Have it your way.
Couple of seconds ahead of you somehow.
Well, goddamn it, Peaky. You see you can see where we are.
She's literally like, yeah, I've just noticed that I'm a couple of seconds ahead.
Oh, well, we can. Yes, I agree. Absolutely. Anchorman's 1 and 2 are
the
glorious.
Worst Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Peaky. Like, to be honest, Peaky, though, like, with Will Ferrell, I have a very similar feeling about Steve Carell. Like, so I don't particularly watch The American Office because, like, I hate it. I mean, I don't watch The English Office either. But I just hate it. I hate it so much. Steve Carell since started doing good stuff, like Space Force was pretty good, and that Foxcatcher movie he made. But like comedies, like regular comedies with Steve Carell, I'm just like, nah, I can't do this.
Nah. The only good one I like from Steve Carell is 40-Year-Old Virgin.
That's pretty good. That's
That's
Gilbert in another 20 years.
Dude, I am 29 years old. What are you talking about? See, can't do this, man. You can't threaten someone's dog right in the front of them, in front of all these people like this.
I mean, you can.
I mean, yeah, no, you can. No one, the cops aren't going to arrest you for it, but it's like
she gets away with it.
Yeah, no. Like I don't know, man. It's like you threaten me like that. I feel like I will sick my dog on you.
I mean, to be fair, like if a dog just attacks someone, like isn't the standard like that dog gets shot?
Yeah, no. Well, maybe back in the old days, but nowadays, yeah, she can press charges and the dog can get put down.
Okay, so Cinematic Sith has just said that Steve Carell was good. It was okay in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, he's like okay is a fair description of that, you know. And he's not in it that much. It's Jim Carrey's movie,
Yeah.
but then they made Evan Almighty because they were wrong, and they ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I went to the cinema to see Evan Almighty, and I went there on a date, and I spent the entire film snogging the bird I went on the date with. So we barely watched the film. We were just too busy snogging in the back seats.
Too busy doinking.
Hey, Judge Reinhold.
Yeah, he's also the brother. Is Brad in what's it called? Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
And he's coming back. I was going to talk about this. You guys seen? There's going to be a new Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and he's coming back in that too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's coming back in that. I only want it for him. I frankly, Eddie Murphy has, I feel, really fallen off. I have not seen a decent Eddie Murphy movie in quite a while. He did. So Dolomite Is My Name, which is okay.
For the very first time, I watched The Golden Child the other day.
Ah.
I had never seen it before, and I actually quite enjoyed it.
I mean, that was sort of like when Eddie Murphy was still doing okay. Like that was when he was making good movies.
His Dr. Dolittle films were quite good, the first two.
No, they weren't. What are you talking about?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Like, it's just like, what?
Like, what are you on about, Peaky? Is that Bam in there? I can hear a female voice laughing.
Yeah. But Bam's got headphones on, so Bam's listening in and watching Gremlins with us.
Oh well, welcome. If you want to say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
But yeah, no, this is.
So thanks for that, Harrison. You shut on all of my opinion right there.
Well, it's a very shittable opinion.
I was kind of surprised by it. I was like, wait, Dr. Dolittle? Like, I mean,
my dad confused him with
shit.
The guy who's in Big Mama's house. I was like, the fuck?
Oh.
Is it
Talking about Martin Lawrence?
No, Martin Lawrence, not Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is hello.
He's Medea. Tyler Perry's Medea. Yeah. And all right, so you know what? This is a really weird thing, like with like black comedians or like black people or black actors doing like the whole, because they mentioned this here with Norbit. That is an Eddie Murphy movie where he does the whole thing where he dresses up as a woman too. Where we have Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's house dressing up like a woman, and then what's his name? The dude who does Medea. What is it up with that? I don't get it.
Eddie Murphy did it before Martin Lawrence because he did it in Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor.
Yeah,
he did that too.
I don't know when it entirely started. Nutty Professor, I think, was sort of when it really took off of doing that, because he had the whole thing where he plays the entire family, like he's the entire Clump family except for that one kid.
So it's just a weird thing that I noticed. I'm just like, huh? It seems to be a trend.
They started some weird stuff with putting Eddie Murphy in makeup in Coming to America, because there's that old Jewish guy in the barbershop that's just Eddie Murphy in makeup.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. Shit. Forget. I'm drawing a blank on which one that was.
So, Sweatword's in the chat. He's just put in pantomime, men often play the women.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a weird trend that it's a trend that I notice, especially among like black comedians or black actors.
Gil doesn't know what the pantomime is because his country isn't cultured like that.
Yeah, no, I'm an American.
I feel like Americans would love pantomimes. Like
Americans would love pantomimes because
you'd love
especially even if you just go to like the family focused ones, there's still some adult focused jokes in there.
Well, and like it's the time when the audience are allowed to talk, and like that's all you people seem to do.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Just because you don't like how we talk in the theaters doesn't mean shit, Harrison.
You're allowed to boo the actors on stage and like everything. Like you're like.
I got news for you. You are human beings. You're allowed to boo them anyway. I don't care if it's rude. If their performance sucks, boo them.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, pantomimes have like built-in things of like, like there'll be someone on stage and they'll be looking for something, and can anyone else see it? And you all shout out, "He's behind you!" It's a whole thing.
Oh, okay. So that kind of shit is annoying.
They like to get the audience involved with pantomime.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too big on that. That sounds like a lot of like, kind of like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the pantomime since before COVID. I'll happily go again.
I'll have to check it out maybe sometime.
The last time I went to a panto, there was a line in it that I swear was a hidden joke about fingering someone, but I was the only person who laughed. But I laughed really loud.
Oh yeah. I am one of those people that like can hear the dirty joke, even if like it's aimed. Even if I'm with my family, and obviously, like we usually go to the family-focused ones, but like it's not all adult-themed and stuff.
Yeah.
And I can tell when the dirty joke is being said, and I'll just start giggling my little British ass off.
So I just want to say this real quick. I like how Gizmo. I was watching this yesterday before we watched here, and I was like, I like how Gizmo is basically just Baby Yoda before Baby Yoda was a thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Your Baby Yoda.
Like he's absolutely just a little Baby Yoda. Well, I would say clone, but he's the initial Baby Yoda. He was walking so Baby Yoda could run.
If you can't let him have water to drink, how does Gizmo survive?
That's a good question. See, that's something I wanted to talk to you guys about as well. Is that so? The rules, like he can't get wet, so. Is drinking technically getting wet, or is if the water goes in his mouth, is that the same thing? That's the first question. Second question: if you can't eat after midnight, what does that cutoff time? Is he able to eat at like 7 a.m, or like when the sun comes up? Like what counts as no longer after midnight or the next day?
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Does it change with time zones? If you fly him somewhere, does he have jet lag? Like, is he still working on midnight from like Wisconsin?
Can he have a meal on an overnight flight?
If he goes from from New Mexico, from like Albuquerque to LA, which if you do that, you're gonna go back an hour. I'm like, so can he eat after he goes over the international date line and it becomes like an hour earlier, or like no, you know what I mean? Or can he do that after he goes over the time zone?
Nobody. We shouldn't get copyright because one, we're not directly streaming the film on the screen, and two, there's no audio.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I do this. I do shit like I get in the way. It's like you can't tell me I'm streaming the movie. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hans just put dolphins can't drink as well.
I mean, I don't know. Can't they? I know they're. I mean,
that doesn't seem right.
It's salt water. Yeah, it's salt water. So I'm like, salt water kills you if you drink it. But I'm like, at the same time, dolphins exist, and I've seen it my entire life.
And I'm more mammals. So like.
I'm more interested in what Sweatword has said. The law for the Mogwai is they were created to be used as intergalactic diplomats. Where is that law?
Whoa, where does that come from? So I'm all for Gizmo being an alien, but where the hell did it say that? It's like, it turns out if you actually look in the background, there's like a whole tablet that's all written in Chinese. It's like when they're in the fucking in the old man's shop.
So Brightburns has put, "Hey Gilbert, what do Gremlins, Ghostbusters, and Men in Black have in common?" I'll tell you, they kind of dropped the ball with their second film. Hey, Ghostbusters 2 was a good film.
Yeah, I like Ghostbusters 2 a lot. I love that movie.
Also, we just said it a minute ago that Gremlins 2 isn't, while not a bad movie. It's like it's not it's a second. It's second to this one, but it's still a good one. I'm like,
I think Gremlins 2 has the issue of it's such a different movie. if you come in wanting like a straight sequel to this, you'll be disappointed because it's a very different film. But I really love it. Mr. Action, you are so wrong.
And Gremlins 2 is set a couple of years after this.
Who you gonna call? Yo, mama. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, though.
I absolutely love Ghostbusters 2. I love Viggo the Carpathian. He's fantastic. The creepy guy from
Johannes. Is it Johannes?
Yeah, museum. Yeah, Janosch, I think his name is.
Janosch, that's it. Janosch.
Yeah. That bit where there's a power cut and his eyes light up as he's going.
Yes, that used to scare the shit out of me when I was younger.
Yeah, bits of that movie were terrifying. The ghost train.
Also, Ghostbusters 2 does kind of carry on from the first one with the whole Gozer the Geyserian type thing, because the Carpathian was a member of like the original like Gozer cult in the lore. They touch upon, I think they touch upon it in the Ghostbusters video game. That's like a direct. Because that was meant to be movie number 3, but they didn't make it into a film in the end. They made it into a game.
Yeah.
Like they touch upon like there's some lore inside that game that links Ghostbusters 1 and 2 like together more. Yeah, that ghost train was freaking. All the heads are on spikes and shit down the tunnel. Like, Jesus, man.
The River of Slime. Like, so much of that movie. Slime! It's a river of slime! Shit. And the Scolari brothers, that whole scene in the courtroom is just
yes!
I love it. Absolutely.
So I might be a little off now. You guys might have to tell me what part or what area you were at, or what's the timestamp for your.
I'm at 24:35.
24:41.
Okay, 24:35.
I did say I was a couple of seconds ahead of you guys.
Anyway, here I'll put it a few seconds. Like if we're a few seconds ahead or out, because I had to pause it, I had to run outside for a minute. There was a bit of a family emergency, so yeah, sorry.
We're all like 10 seconds. Like we're all 3 of us are in a 10-second like gap. I mean, it's fine.
Corey Feldman, guys, as well. Like,
yes,
another iconic Corey Feldman.
I forget this is Corey Feldman. I forget that's him.
So yeah, I love how Corey Feldman and him and they get Gizmo wet, see a bunch of these things pop out of him, and they don't think anything of it. They're like, "Oh my god, we should probably do something. Or we should go say something." Like they don't go call a scientist or like the cops or nothing. They just go with that.
Brightburn. To answer your question, do I watch Peaky Blinders? I am religiously obsessed with Peaky Blinders. If you'll notice behind me, I have a picture of Thomas Shelby. And you should have checked my Big Fat Peaky Quiz of the Year stream last week, where I was dressed up in a Peaky suit. I was dressed up as a Peaky Blinder. So yeah, I'm religiously obsessed with the Peaky Blinders. I've even to the point where I'm not just obsessed with the BBC show. I have history books and DVDs of the real Peaky Blinders. And I'm going up to the Black Country at some point, to the Black Country Museum, because it's all themed around that era of England.
Gizmo screams was kind of funny. Mr. Action says, that is messed up. Also, dude, Gizmo looks terrifying when he does that. When they actually wet him, he's like he looks fucking terrifying.
They really established like he feels a lot of pain like in these things. Like Gizmo is
Cinematic Sith has said, is it wrong for me to say that they should make a Gremlins 3?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like if they were to make Gremlins nowadays, they would ruin it with too much CGI. Like this is all puppetry and animatronics. Like these are animatronics and puppets. Whereas if they were to make it nowadays, it would all be CGI'd, and it wouldn't be the same aspect, and it wouldn't feel the same.
I mean, Mr. Action, all Gremlins are asexual.
Yeah. All Maguire asexual. They
that's right. I forgot. Yeah, they're not Gremlins yet. I'm sorry.
So they reproduce asexually, but they aren't necessarily asexual. There is the Lady Gremlin, who really is into the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager. So, like, we know that there's some sexuality within them.
But that isn't that
God,
because
I didn't think about that. Oh no!
Doesn't what the gremlin that becomes the really smart, brainy gremlin inject her with gene, gender?
That's true, actually.
Chromosomes.
Yeah, they are genetically altered gremlins by that point. So yeah, that's true. So classic gremlins may just be entirely asexual.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas in the second one, they inject one gremlin with female genes, and it becomes a female gremlin. Big like the one that becomes a bat, and then it gets turned into a fucking gargoyle because the guy throws it in quick drying cement.
Dude, that's messed up. Though I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, that's true that the gremlins like they reproduce by getting wet, but like they could be fucking right. We don't know. We don't know what gremlins do or when they're Mogwais. Like, oh god, you guys just broke my mind. I want to think about that.
Cinematic Sith, they wouldn't stick with the puppetry for the majority of the characters. They wouldn't do it. They would just make it full CGI because that's what filmmakers do nowadays. Is any chance of this kind of stuff is, especially for this many, if you're going to have multiple on screen, then yeah, they're going to do CGI. It's fine for Star Wars with the Mandalorians doing Gizmo as a puppet and as an animatronic because it's just what. Baby Yoda, because it's just one. But if you've got one at the start and then 5 to 20 other Mogwai, they're going to CGI them all in.
Exactly.
Because it'd be more cost worthy to CGI 20 Mogwai in than to build the animatronics. Like, they'd be able to do it really cheap with CGI now because CGI technology is actually so state-of-the-art now that it doesn't cost as much as what it used to.
Let's see. Gilbert, do you think that Gremlins had any influence on the look of Gizmo? Because don't forget, Gremlins came out 1 year after Return of the Jedi. Maybe. It very well, they could have mounted... Again, I'm telling you guys, this was Baby Yoda Prime. So because they had Yoda, so they're like, what if we got like a Yoda character, made him like a little baby and cute, and made everyone want to have one? And then they made Gizmo, which this is messed up right here.
Yeah, this is messed up. Yeah.
But then after that, they also had then they created Grogu.
I like that he's got the invention that Homer made in The Simpsons there. The auto hammer.
Also, see, all right, the idea of the automatic egg cracker, okay, or like the orange juicer that we see later on, but this thing, I'm like, what the fuck? What is this?
I kind of like that it's a movie where like the dad's an inventor, because there's a few like family movies with dads who are inventors. Like, obviously, biggest one being like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But usually their stuff kind of works, or like Flubber. I like that not a damn thing this man makes works.
Oh,
and
Flubber!
What the
I
actual
haven't
shit?
Seen that. I haven't watched Flubber in donkey's years.
Flubber, so, very much as a tangent, Flubber's crazy, right? There are certain things about Flubber that are absolutely mad. In that movie, there's this whole thing about Robin Williams he's a professor and he's useless and he left his wife at the altar multiple times because he's forgetful. But no one seems to mention the man created actual AI. He built a flying robot.
Weebo!
Like that has a personality, that fell in love with him, can project holograms, and everyone's like, this idiot over here, what's he doing? Nothing useful. What? Why is no one mentioned? Like, hey, maybe we could do something with the flying robot.
Yeah, dude. So he not only did he create a hologram projector, but he created a flying robot that had like you said, AI that could actually fall in love with him, and then fucking schemed to break up his marriage to another woman. I'm like, what the shit?
Yeah, like no one cares. Mr. Rack says, he is killing. Yeah. Was it the other gremlin who was killing Gizmo?
So, Sweatword put, so I double checked, and the origins of the Gremlins is discussed in the novel. A scientist creates them on an alien world to travel space and shit.
Let's see. Where does he say that? Oh, okay, yeah. This is discussed in the novel. A scientist. Okay, yeah. So that's interesting. That even makes this even more kind of freaky about their response. Is that they find an alien freaking like monster, and they don't go instantly take this to like the government and be like, "Hey, so you should probably study this."
Yeah, like I wonder. So what was like the ability to turn in from Mogwai into Gremlins? Was that like a fail safe or something? Like if the diplomacy goes wrong, it's just like fuck you, monsters.
Nah,
maybe
but only after midnight. Like
maybe it was
like,
an act. Maybe obviously the scientists didn't create them well enough, and there was a glitch in the system. You know.
Or is it like Signs, where it's like they're all from planets that didn't have water, so they were like, "Oh, we didn't know they did this."
Yeah. Also, do you reckon this kind of inspired Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, I imagine there is a lot of influence in that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a cute little monster that's furry and terrorizing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
after the first, he's an experiment 6-2 Stitch, and after the first film, where they've done like the TV series as well, there's other experiments from 1 to 6, from 625. So, and they're little ball caps. They've been turned into little ball capsules. Of when those ball capsules get wet, they turn into their like monster form. So, like, maybe this kind of.
No. I think you're probably right. I think there probably was a lot of influence. I mean,
yeah,
they could have done more with it. I mean, well, yeah, that TV shows. Yeah.
Also.
Yellow Stitch.
I love. Right, I do like Lilo and Stitch, but it is one of the saddest Disney movies there is.
Oh,
it's
really?
It's really, yeah. It's like because so much of it is about like how they're going to take Lilo away from her sister. Like,
oh yeah.
Lots of that movie's really sad. Like, and it's mostly about like dealing with loss and being an orphan.
And then, like, they're going to take Stitch away, and Stitch is like, Hannah means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
This dude with his freaking Stitch.
It's
actually not bad, Pinky. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at doing Stitch. I used to do a perfect Gollum.
Dude, this movie has a lot of really weird like like this chick with her like her dad killed herself on Christmas and then
yeah, we got to that story.
Her dad killed herself.
Yeah, no, she's just talking about suicide right now. She's like, the suicide rate on Christmas is really high, and she's building up to that. But like, I think it's like later on when the Gremlins attack that she actually tells him why she doesn't like Christmas.
Yeah, that whole bit is so out of left field. Like wacky adventures. Oh my god, what's going on? Like, my father died on Christmas Day.
So, Cinematic Sith, I'm definitely going to agree with you that the two made-for-TV films and the series of Lilo and Stitch was really good. There was, there was quite a few, actually, there's more than 2 movies, because Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch, and then Leroy and Stitch. So 4 films in total.
I didn't realize there was that many. I knew there was a cartoon TV show and then the 2 movies.
In that, Leroy is Experiment 627. He's like the one up from Stitch.
Oh my god! I like Sweatworth. Stitch is like Vin Diesel with family. I kind of edit. Like...
No, I'm excited. I mean, I'm intrigued to see what Disney do with this live action Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, they'll ruin it like everything else.
Yeah, but
it's just going to be another stupid live action that we didn't need because we already had a better cartoon version.
Yeah,
Like Moana. Why the fuck is The Rock making a live action Moana?
Are they?
Because people don't realize that he's actually the voice of the dude, and he wants them to be like, I'm the guy.
Man, I don't like this sort of like thing of like everything Disney makes is bad because I don't believe everything Disney makes is bad. But their live action remakes all suck. Like they are not a good move.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed any of the live action remakes. Oh, by the way, Gilbert, Guess what Disney movie I finally watched?
What movie is that?
Treasure Planet.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. That is a glorious movie.
Finally watched Treasure Planet.
Oh, Treasure Planet's an interesting one. How'd you feel about it?
I quite liked it. It was a good take. It was a good little spin on Treasure Island.
Yeah, there's a lot I like about that movie. I love Long John Silver. I think the way they deal with his character's brilliant. I cannot stand that robot. He turns up like right at the end and he ruins the movie.
Yeah, I thought he was a bit annoying.
I forget who the actor for that character, for that robot was, but yeah, no, you're right. He was bad.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's weird because like we already had our little sort of comedy sidekick with Morph, and Morph is cool. But they bring that guy in and he's just like, oh man, just get on with this movie already. And also, you know that movie, like a lot of furries came out of that movie.
Because of the cat captain.
Yeah, the Emma Thompson cat character. And like
Martin Short. That's who that was. Martin Short was the robot.
Oh my god, they're eating. No.
Don't give them.
No.
Oh, you dumb motherfucker.
But to be fair, because they changed his clock, I think, isn't it? So they're like deliberately making him do this.
Yeah, they're just screwing with him, like so they could do. So that also begs the question: do the Gremlins or the Mogwais just know what would happen to them if they eat after midnight?
It does suggest that they do, and it's like there's definitely a thing of like all the Mogwais are kind of dicks other than Gizmo. Which is why
he also, when he like Gizmo didn't like, he freaked out a lot when he got wet. He's like, uh-oh. And then he, like when they did it again in the thing, like in the scientist's office, like he's like, oh no, or like he's like, uh-oh, or they did that to him. Like he actively says that he doesn't want it to, like he basically says he doesn't want it to happen. Because like he knows that all of his brothers are gonna be dickheads.
Yeah.
There's also a question, why isn't he a dickhead?
Gordon-Levitt was Jim Hawkins in Treasure Planet.
Sorry?
What?
Say that again, Beaky.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Jim Hawkins in Treasure Planet.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
How the fuck did I not realize that?
Because Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, until I think Looper, he was kind of an unknown for a good minute there.
Yeah, unless you're watching Third Rock from the Sun.
Exactly.
I've never watched it.
Ah, man, I think you'd like Third Rock from the Sun. It's pretty good. It's about some aliens that come to Earth and they disguise as a human family.
Yeah, and then they have William Shatner in there as their leader.
Yeah, he doesn't turn up that often, but it's really good. It's got the guy who played what's his name? Lord Farquaad is John something. I can't think of his last name.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow's fantastic. The woman from Austin Powers, Ivana Humpalot, she's like their chief of security. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the joke of the show is that he's the oldest of them all, but he's the youngest in his human body. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty darn good.
Let's see. Gloria says, my theory is that the young Mogwai are evil and they develop at an older age into the smart Gizmo type, but most of them get killed for being pricks before they get the chance. And so maybe Gizmo was a dickhead when he was younger, but he just didn't turn I guess maybe he's just older and wiser.
I don't think they ever set up in the movies that there's a way to turn them back into Mogwai. They just go to Gremlins and then that's it.
Yeah, like they are Gremlins forever. So yeah, again, maybe what's his name? Gizmo just decided not to turn into a gremlin, and just like because he knows, and he's just like, screw that. I'm not going through puberty. Dude, that is horrifying. Like I love how
puberty.
Yeah, but they're looking at that and no one is like terrified by the gooey monstrosity thing in the fucking cage that used to have a nice little like gerbil in it.
I love characters like this. I love the characters that are like a middle school science teacher that are way too into what's going on. Like, I kind of like in Ghostbusters Afterlife, Paul Rudd is kind of playing the character, and he's just like way too into this. I love the idea of like this guy who's so bored he hates his job, but he's like, monsters. Oh, thank Christ, something's happening. Yes.
I mean,
like someone said about like what do I think of the new Ghostbusters? Do you know what I fucking loved Afterlife.
Yeah, I
when I watched Afterlife for the first time in theaters, I did cry at the end. Like I didn't full on like bawl, but I had like tears in my eyes because as soon as you saw like Harold Ramis and then you saw like at the end for Harold, I was like, fuck.
So Mr. Action was like, what the hell is that device? I think that was like the time machine from like Jules Verne's The Time Machine. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it did look like that.
Afterlife, I liked that. I felt they did too much of the Harold Ramis ghost at the end. I love that he's there throughout the entire movie, but you don't see him. I love the fact that they do stuff where like he's just moving things around and he's very much a ghost. But like there's that one shot where he's holding onto the proton blaster, and it's brilliant. It's really good. But then he like hangs around and he like says goodbye to everybody, and I'm like, too much. But pull it back. Less is more.
But also, I feel like that was kind of like a good way to end like Egon's stories. Like okay, like him like staying on for like a little bit longer and looking at the other three Ghostbusters. It's kind of like I'm sorry for bailing out on you guys kind of thing. So like it was kind of like I'm sorry for abandoning my family. I'm sorry for abandoning my three like only true friends and colleagues. And that was kind of like that was I think that was kind of like the way they'd done that, and then his ghost disappearing was his ghost passing on and obviously going.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't necessarily interpret it like that, but it's an interesting way to go about it.
I have a problem with a lot of the stuff of like Harold Ramis in that movie because of there are some things that don't make much sense to me. So like the idea that like Ray is like, Egon Spengler can burn in hell. If Egon believed that there was a big ghost thing happening somewhere, Ray would be so into that. Ray has never turned down anything. He's like, yes, I want to do this. So I find it hard to believe that he wouldn't have gone.
He's the big go-to guy for the occult stuff in the two Ghostbuster films.
Yeah, he believes everything. He's just like, yes, I'm into this. So I find it strange. And I remember, God, like almost having an argument with somebody while I was watching it because they kept going, when was the daughter born? When was Egon's daughter born? And I'm like, I don't know and I don't care. Shut up. It's like we have a daughter in the movies.
Obviously, after Ghostbusters 2, like.
Well, we were trying to work it out from like the dates, and it does seem with how old she should be that it might have been that he'd had her like in between Ghostbusters 1 and 2. But yeah, it has some issues that are hard to work out. But I think as a movie, it's really entertaining. It's a good story. I love something.
I'm looking forward to Frozen Empire. I'm really looking forward to Frozen Empire.
Yeah,
I still need to watch both. I still need to watch Afterlife, and then eventually when it comes out, I'll watch Frozen Empire.
Yeah, check out Afterlife. It's
I mean, Gil, I'm more than happy to throw on Afterlife as a movie night in the new year.
Hell yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Oh, now the science teacher's gonna get eaten.
Brightburn. Anybody here like Big Bang Theory? Would you rather got 2.5 Men? I love Big Bang Theory. I don't like Charlie Sheen, so I don't watch 2.5 Men.
Yeah. I'd probably think.
The only thing I like Charlie Sheen in was is that Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. Like in the second one, it's like a parody Rambo film type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you'd like those. Yeah, they're a bit like the Naked Gun series of movies.
Yeah,
like,
they don't take themselves seriously. Basically,
yeah. I'll have to check them out sometime.
It's quite that's the only two things I really like Charlie Sheen in.
I'm okay with Charlie Sheen. Like I personally would probably take. Well, I'm not really big into either of them, but I guess I'd take 2.5 Men over the other one.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Like
I used to love both those shows, but yeah, nowadays Chuck Lorre is just kind of an asshole. I'm not big on him. Like it's the guy who writes and like produces all those shows.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, like 2.5 Men isn't amazing, and obviously, like, it got a bit weird, and yeah, they had to deal with Charlie Sheen being Charlie Sheen and not being around anymore.
Yeah, didn't they kill him off in the show? They killed him off.
Yeah, it's because he made a racial. I think he made an anti-Semitic slur at Chuck Lorre, and then Chuck Lorre's like, "Fuck you, dude, you're out of here." But they had to pay him out because he had a contract.
They killed his character off screen, didn't they?
Yes.
Or something.
And then they replaced him with Ashton Kutcher. And then that whole show just went downhill fast.
Isn't it like Ashton Kutcher plays their cousin or something?
Something like that.
Sheen was great in Platoon. Sheen was really good in Platoon.
He's got a lot of good movies like under his belt, particularly from when he was younger. Why can't I think of Young Guns? Like Young Guns, really good.
Yes, I think that was yes.
Yeah,
that was a good one
with his brother and Emilio Estevez and Kiefer Sutherland as well. Great cast, Young Guns, really good.
Biggest hits of the 1984: Ghostbusters, Beverly Hills Cop, Indiana Jones 2, Gremlins, The Karate Kid. I hate The Karate Kid. Fucking Police Academy, Footloose, Romancing the Stone, and Star Trek 3 and Splash.
There's some good movies that came out in 1984.
I love the Police Academy films.
Dude, Police Academy is fucking gold. I love that movie.
I think 7 is a bit like, why did they make 7? Half the original cast isn't even in 7.
I mean, I feel like any movie that sort of any franchise that starts getting up to those numbers, you get issues. Like it's hard.
Six was really good. Six was actually I enjoyed Police Academy 6. But yeah, Police Academy 7, Mission to Moscow was a bit stupid.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've watched that many up to that many.
I like Mr. Action say, I only know Charlie Sheen from Food Fight. Which, wow, Mr. Action, that's a deep cut.
Jesus.
Oh no, dude! I only know him. I only know Charlie Sheen from Apocalypse Now.
He's not in Apocalypse Now.
Oh, isn't he? I thought he was that. I thought you said he was like a little. Yeah, he was a little kid in the compound.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the one playing with the heads.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Charlie Sheen because I know his dad, obviously. Like
deeper cut, son.
Wow.
Sweat word. Like I said to Gilbert, I'm more than happy to throw Ghostbusters Afterlife on as a movie night in the new year in the server.
Look,
Tremors.
Tremors.
I'm like Burt Gunner. Burt Gunner's a true hero.
Tremors 1 and 2. Tremors 1 and 2 are really good. Is it the third one where it's kind of like it goes back in time to the old?
Yeah, it's like the old West. Yeah. Yeah,
and it's like Kevin Bacon's ancestor and something like that. But like 1 and 2, I really like 1 and 2 of Tremors.
God, dude, there's so many. We need to do like one of these days. We'll just do a watch where we watch like we'll have to choose one of those old '80s movies. Like we'll do it at one point. I want to do a Ghostbusters one. Like when Afterlife comes out, we'll just watch like original Ghostbusters.
You mean when Frozen Empire comes out?
Or whatever. When the next goddamn movie comes out, you know.
I'm obsessed with Ghostbusters. I need to get Afterlife soundtrack, but I've got 1 and 2 on vinyl.
The soundtrack of those movies is really good. The score's fantastic.
Yes.
Not all of them. The pop songs they put in are great, but some of them are fantastic. Flip City.
No.
I love Flip City. But some others like I'm not as crazy. What's that one? It's like something strange going on. Something's wrong.
It's like the remix
of the storm.
It's like the remix of the Ghostbusters song.
It's pretty tasty. I love that. I saw you take a hit, Gills, and then looked up to my screen and saw this vapor coming in. And I was like, damn! It went across my monitors.
That's good. I saw that too in my own TV. I'm like, what the fuck?
I want you all to watch a real shitty movie and just rip it apart. Do you know what? I'm more than happy to Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter did something like that once before.
Laser Team.
No.
You're talking about they're like watching a movie and doing. Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie they made. Never mind.
Oh, no. I'm more than happy to watch a Gazer Team and Gazer Team 2.
There's loads of movies we could do like that. We could do Troll 2, absolute classic of the bad movie genre. Battlefield Earth. Oh, B movie. Oh,
no. The gold standard of the worst movies of all time.
Spell your name.
Spell your name. Do you want lunch? Right. I recommend everyone, if you haven't seen Battlefield Earth, like have a couple of drinks or whatever you need and watch it.
The series they done Gilbert was called Theatre Mode.
I'll have to Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's watch Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, maybe not.
Or Cocaine Bear. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Cocaine Bear.
I've seen Cocaine Bear.
Oh well, you can watch it again then.
I'll watch it again.
We couldn't show it on the stream, but Deathstalker 2 is quite good as a bad movie.
Is it too like graphic or gory or what?
Too many boobs.
There's one film I don't think we'll be able to show it on screen because actually we might be able to. We might be able to get away with it. It's called Thanksgiving. It's about a killer turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
It's one of those really shitty like D movies.
Yeah, sounds like it. Let's see here.
Okay, Justin, you're saying you enjoyed the Ghostbusters cartoon, as in the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters, or as in the Ghostbusters where it was two guys and a monkey, and like.
Wait, which one was that?
There was three.
I remember watching the real Ghostbusters, but never that one.
There was the real Ghostbusters. There's the Ghostbusters you're on about. And there was also another one where it had some of the original Ghostbusters in it, but also a new team.
Yep, you're talking about the Extreme Ghostbusters.
That's it.
Which, yeah, I love the Extreme Ghostbusters. Very big fan when I was a kid. Still am. Opened up a world of goth chicks to me. It was fantastic. Yes. You got Kylie, Eduardo, Garrett.
Showed that a guy in a wheelchair can become a Ghostbuster.
Damn straight. Garrett was an awesome character. I love Garrett.
He was.
Roland was okay.
His proton pack was like hooked onto the back of his wheelchair. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved that show. I think there was technically more because you had the real Ghostbusters, but they also changed it then to like Slimer and the Ghostbusters at one point. Where they sort of made like a new season. There's a whole thing of, but
the real Ghostbusters was really good. I had all the figures. All the four main Ghostbusters from the real Ghostbusters when I was a kid.
What's your favorite episode of the real Ghostbusters?
The one where they go into through a portal and they're like in the demon realm and they have to play baseball.
Yes, that's an excellent choice. It is one of the best. It's a beautiful looking cartoon. That episode particularly looks amazing.
I'm so glad you know that episode.
Yeah, a game night, I think it is, or something like that. Like it's so good. My personal favorite is Knock Knock, which is the one where they someone opens up the door to Doomsday in the subway, and it possesses all the trains. So good.
The one with where they made a toy of it as a toy that comes to life.
I think I know the one you're talking about. Like. Have you not seen Field of Dreams? No, I haven't seen Field of Dreams.
No,
it's like I was going to say, why would they have seen Field of Dreams? It's a very like propaganda-y baseball. If you build it, they will come. It's a very lame movie.
I don't know why I sounded so angry about that.
I'm so glad Sweatword has said yes to said yes to Thanksgiving. There's one about a car. Is it about a car tire?
Oh yeah, rubber. It's a telepathic tire that kills people.
Yeah.
Rubber.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is another one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if we're talking about just bad horror movies, Eight-Legged Freaks.
I used to love Eight-Legged Freaks. I had that on VHS. I was so into that movie.
Yeah. Same.
And Scarlett Johansson, man. Young Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Very young Scarlett Johansson. That's teenage Scarlett Johansson.
Stop there, Peaky.
Yeah, no, let's just stop with that.
It's a fun, stupid movie. I like that movie a lot. There's a movie, I think it's called The Giant Spider Invasion, which is like Attack of the Killer. It's like Eight-Legged Freaks, but made like in the 70s, and it's terrible, but in a very good way. Clearly, they have a giant spider, but clearly the only way they can make it was they just built a big spider and put it on top of a car. So there's lots of shots where it's just some dude driving with a big spider on top of his car.
That's awesome.
Sweat word. Evolution. Oh.
Ooh. Evolution's a good... Dude, I love that movie.
It's almost like an unofficial Ghostbusters movie because it's an Ivan Reitman movie.
And it got its own cartoon, too.
It did.
Kind of like the real Ghostbusters.
That cartoon was brilliant.
When it's out of control, the alienators roll. Say hello to evolution.
Love it.
It's the film where the fucking fly thing goes into Harry. He's like, do you need anything? I'm screaming. What flavor? It doesn't matter. It's my ass.
Who was it? Cinematic said, I have not seen Pooh, Blood and Honey yet.
I have.
Don't be too excited about that, Peaky. It's not that good of a movie.
And Cinematic Sith, I've also met the guy who played Winnie the Pooh in that film. Hey, Gil,
Really?
how would you feel if you were Peter Quill in Guardians 2, where Drax is after you because Mantis revealed the crush you had on Gamora?
So, Brightburn, you're a great person. I assume. I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe not. But you seem like a nice person. But what the hell? Why do you keep on doing this random left turn?
Gloria Sweater said that the film Evolution is also a Head and Shoulders advert. They do a whole bit at the end with the advertising for Head and Shoulders.
Yeah,
that's why we have a supply of Head and Shoulders around the house. I love that movie so much. Oh, dude, we're definitely all right. New Year, we're definitely doing an Evolution watch at some point just for the fun of it.
Fucking, I love that because when they're in the shopping mall, he's like, "Caw, caw,
that's such a good movie. Oh my god, Sean William Scott is just
so beautiful to me.
We need more Sean William Scott, I think.
Do we?
Well, maybe not. I think maybe that was just something in the 2000s.
Without a Paddle was a brilliant Sean William Scott film.
I also had the dude who played Shaggy.
Oh no,
Matthew Lillard.
Here, let's. Oh shit!
Oh no.
Here, let's go ahead and talk about the movie here for a minute. What would you? So, good question for you guys. So, Gremlins show up in your guys' town, in your respective towns. How fucked are you?
I mean, I don't know. It's winter, so there's not much daylight.
Peaky, I gotta tell you, your confidence with a BB gun is concerning.
Yeah. I'm not sure how well that's gonna do for you, my man.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. You got a knife.
I mean, that's the thing is like in some instances the Gremlins are relatively easy to kill. Like they kind of be easier, but it's more like numbers is the issue. It's like, it's like the opposite of signs. Like here in the UK, we've got the issue of there's too much water. There's way too much water like coming out of the sky at all times, especially this time of year. So like I feel like we're going to be overrun really quickly.
Which, like that's at a certain point, like if it, like we just saw with that person. So when one gremlin jumps in the water, another gremlin starts getting all wet, another gremlin gets wet. Like that's exponential growth right there. I'm like, at a certain point, does it stop, or does like the water, dissipate, or what? Like, or do they just keep on? That's it.
So we're saying he needs to be there for the Evolution watch. Hell yeah,
man.
Gap's asked if I've had too many sugary drinks tonight. I mean, I've had 4 Fantas and a Red Bull. So maybe
Harry's in jail with his cat headphones in the dark.
That cop sitting at the desk behind him, is that Mike from Breaking Bad?
Yes, it is. It's Mike with hair.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. that good eye Harrison, dude. That's not bad.
I was looking at him, I was like, I know that dude. Who is that dude? Oh, look at that.
Anon Ops has just put, do you know what's one of the best terrible Greek movies? Team America.
Team America is not a terrible movie. Team America is a
wonderful movie.
It's
Dude, anything by...
It's very of its time, but it's a very good movie.
Everything that Trey Parker and Matt Stone do is really, honestly, like, still just going strong.
No, what's it?
Basketball.
Basketball, that's it.
Yeah.
The Book of Mormon.
Orgasmo. Very old one. Or Cannibal the Musical.
Fucking, and then just, of course, South Park. South Park is still going strong after, like, 16 years.
So have you seen what's happening in one of the new season of South Park? They're
I saw the Kathleen Kennedy, not the streaming wars, they did their own like weird multiverse thing where like Kathleen Kennedy is Cartman in another universe.
I'll show you. I'll see if I can. Where's my phone? I sent it to my mate.
I've seen an ad for like a thing about Prime. They're like making fun of Prime.
Yeah, it's called Cred.
Oh shit! Okay, no, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out then.
I'm kind of surprised they're doing it this late on. It's kind of late in the day for South Park. Normally they're really fast and stuff like that.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Gilb.
I love this actor. This guy. He's like in a minor role in loads of movies, but I absolutely love him.
I think he's also in Small Soldiers, if I'm not mistaken. He's the truck driver in that movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, which is also a Joe Dante movie.
Very good movie.
Yeah, I love Small Soldiers.
Very good. Enjoyable.
I haven't seen that in years.
Give it another watch. Like if you can find it over Christmas, just pop it on. It's pretty damn decent. With Major Chip Hazard, and I'm Archie the Morganites.
Looking, Tommy Lee Jones just having fun as hell, or having so much fun just screaming into a microphone. Let's see. I like how he kind of dies in this film, then is back in Gremlins 2.
Yeah, he's just there for no good reason.
He's there to throw the winged bat gremlin into the cement that turns into a gargoyle on the church.
Yeah,
that's what he's there for.
On vacation to New York City.
Yeah, because like his wife who just saw a gremlin driving a truck thinks he's crazy and is like, you needed a vacation because you're insane. Until like she sees a gremlin again and then he's like, I'm not crazy. You saw it.
Yeah.
See, you know,
Gilbert, I sent you the tweet that I sent my mate about South Park taking the mick out of Prime.
Okay.
I think Logan Paul once they like reveal like South Park like it all come out, Logan Paul like took the mick out of the ad, but instead of saying cred, he was saying like get Prime, and he's like wearing like kind of like the same outfit as like his South Park character was wearing and everything. I was oh my fucking god! It's like this is meta as fuck. I'm kind of regretting my move to Twitch, Gilb.
Well, why is that?
Have you not seen the new meta on Twitch? They've got the new meta now. It's got worse from hot tub streams.
Oh shit! Are they now like fully naked streams or what?
With censor bars covering their vaginas and like half their tits, but they're allowed to be naked on stream.
Yeah, they've like opened up like some of the things on more adult content, haven't they?
Well, God bless America. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's not, because the thing is though, like before I've said this, Gap, I do agree. Twitch has been going downhill since Amazon bought them out. I'll say this, like I've said this multiple times since Amazon bought Twitch. Twitch was originally made for gamers by gamers. Like it was originally created by gamers that wanted to make this huge community thing like YouTube for gamers to be able to create content and create communities. That's what Twitch is all about. And then as soon as Amazon took over, it's just been trying to get money. And that's what these streamers that sit there naked and in hot tubs do, is they bring Amazon money in.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of the nature of the business, is that they draw more people to the site, so of course they're going to give them a little more leeway than the rest of us who are trying to make it legitimately.
Anyone browsed live on YouTube before? No, not really.
I don't think I want to. I bet you there's a lot of stupid shit up there. Speaking,
yeah, I think there is.
Speaking of,
yeah, we're getting to your favorite moment, aren't we, Peaky?
Yeah, we are.
Of course, she's a cat lady. Oh, you know what? Fun.
Lego is doing the Twilight Cullen Mansion. Cool idea. No, that's not a cool idea. Why?
You got 5 streams on my YouTube, all for over 60 women bikini streams pop up. Well, that'll happen. But yeah, so I want to say fun fact. Of course, this chick's a cat lady. Fun fact: did you know that if you have like if you are one of those cat people, if you have like multiple, I think it's like over like 10 or some odd cats, chances are you probably have some kind of like, I think it's like some kind of parasite in your brain that like compels you to actually like. That's why, is because you have so there is a parasite that apparently it like breeds or like reproduces in cat shit. And it can, and when humans like touch it or like pick it up and like come into contact with it, it can possibly get into them. And like it's a possibility that you can have if you are like a uber cat person, you might have a parasite in your brain that makes you a cat person. Oh, here it comes. She gonna die. And look at Peaky. He's
ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch.
Is that the same woman as before though?
I think it is, yeah, but I think she was wearing a wig before.
She was wearing a hat and shit,
I'm not sure it's the same woman.
It is the same woman.
Let Peaky have this. See, he said, there's toxoplasmosis gondia. Yeah, it's some kind of messed up thing that, you don't want to have. Gap saying I figured Twilight was Harrison's favorite movies.
Yeah, no, I don't get why they're doing a Twilight Cullen Mansion in Lego.
To be fair, in terms of like a so bad it's good movie, Twilight is a fun movie to watch. Like if you just like want to enjoy.
Fucking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey has a better love story in it than Twilight.
That's why it's a so bad it's good movie, like because it's terrible. Like it's quite funny to watch Robert Pattinson do his whole like thing whenever he sees Kristen Stewart, yeah. Sorry, for some reason I lost.
They dated and then she turned into a lesbian.
I'm not sure that's how it works. Well, that might be how it works with you, Peaky, but I think that's something else. Because
I'm gonna cut the whole thing. Beard off. I'm gonna cut that beard off you and feed it to you in a sandwich.
So I like how these cops, instead of like they see a gremlin eating a man, and instead of them like pulling out their guns and trying to shoot the thing, they're just like, roll up the window, drive away.
Yeah.
That is not how that would go.
I don't know. Seems like how it would go.
No, man. They would do the normal American cop thing of like, put your hands up, drop the weapon, bang, 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 bang.
They shoot Santa and leave the gremlins alone. I think we've seen a lot of stories of cops just kind of not dealing with shit and just be like, no, we're over here, we're good.
Yeah,
it's too dangerous for us to go in there.
I mean, yeah, there is that one in Texas where cops were just sitting in that hallway while the guy was gunning down. But yeah, no, but there is plenty of other stories where cops they'll go a little too far into it when there's nothing to, there actually isn't an issue. It's like, drop the weapon. I'm just standing here. Drop the weapon. He's turned his back. Get him. Nah, but I'm kidding. Don't cancel me.
I love that this guy is like, I'll sell him my useless ashtray.
Gilbert, it's too late for you. You're already cancelled.
Oh no, the ban hammer. No.
I need to get a soundboard.
Is that a broken? All right, so I love how he said, "I noticed this broken ashtray." Is that a broken ashtray, or is it just a full ashtray?
Yeah, it doesn't seem broken. I also don't understand like how he thinks he's got a smokeless ashtray. It's just an ashtray with a lid.
Right? I'm like, although I have seen smokeless ashtrays, they have like a little fan in it that pulls the smoke into it.
Ah, weird.
So yeah, it is kind of cool, but it's like at the same time, it's like, dude, eventually that thing's gonna break, and you just have an ashtray.
Yeah, I'm also a bit like, what's the point? Surely the smoke is kind of what you're there for.
So obviously, until I quit smoking, I didn't have an ashtray. I had an old jam jar that I just used to put my cigarette butts in, and then like as soon as it started to get to the top, I'd empty it, which was about 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, just empty all the cigarette butts out.
Why is she serving the gremlins alcohol? Like she's continually giving them food. Like you just saw a hand like put a bowl of like popcorn into it. Because look at them. They're clearly monsters. I'm sorry, but if that thing walks into my establishment, I'm grabbing a shotgun.
She's dealt with worse.
She's serving them. Look at that. She's serving them alcohol.
She's served worse on a Friday night in that pub.
Also, that one just full on flash.
It's an American bar, Beaky. It's not like the English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so she hasn't served worse on a Friday night. They're not like our pubs in England. Where
Yeah,
on a Friday night you get all the fucking...
She hasn't been
if a brawl breaks out in one of our bars because Manchester beat whatever, I don't know. What's another place? Liverpool. There we go. If Manchester beats Liverpool, then people don't break out in a riot. That's only if the fucking Cubs win the World Series or something. And even then, we bring out the riot police.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure you guys have rioted with sports before, but yes, like we're not.
But my point is, it's not to be expected. It's not to be expected on a normal like Friday night when it's just normal, like we're watching the game.
Glorious Sweatword. Even Sweatword is agreed to say this is just an average UK pub.
I love this one gremlin, the noir gremlin.
The noir gremlin. That's good shit.
Just fucking puns.
I was waiting outside. Waiting for a dame to come to me. She had legs down to their giant fucking ears. I knew this bitch was going to be trouble.
I just would have shot him. Sweatword, I feel sorry for you because Sweatword's just put, I work in a pub/hotel.
Oh, sir.
Oh, fuck that.
Hospitality is just like hospitality and retail are two of the worst jobs.
Yeah, it's tough. It's real tough.
Yeah,
I've worked in a restaurant. I was in the kitchen and I was pot wash / chef's assistant. But yeah, I hated it.
Joe, interesting you mentioned that, Mr. Action, because like Gremlins was a weird movie where in the UK it caused a whole thing about age ratings. Because like I think we had like PG and then like 18 or something. There was like a big gap between age ratings when this came out.
Yeah, so it was originally PG, then it went to 18, and this paved the way for the 15 age rating for UK films.
Yeah, because loads of people thought.
So over here, Gilb, the 15 age rating is like your PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
So it's for young adult, like teenage audiences.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that makes sense though, because dude, this movie being put for kids, like, PG, parental guidance, like, okay, so your parent goes and takes you, this will be a fun little Christmas romp, and then you see a gremlin get put into a microwave and exploded. It's like, damn, dude. Like, there's full-on murder.
Our 18 age rating, Gilb, is your R-rated age rating.
Yeah, the same thing, except for it's 17. Yeah, for R rating, it's like 17 or younger with a parent.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's even that, because like there are movies that have come out in the States that are R, but here in the UK they're 15. So
it just depends on what it just depends on like the on the board for each country. So there's a board of directors that sit on age rating for films and TV shows in each country.
You don't really get 18 movies coming out anymore.
No, you don't. They're the ones who decide what like they have to discuss what warrants the age rating they give to them, like violence, swearing, nudity, stuff like that. So they're one of the first groups of people that get to watch the film before general public, because they have to discuss what age rating they're going to give it.
So yeah, I agree with Glorious here. He says, I've always found the age rating kind of dumb, like a bit inconsistent with what's cool and what's not. See, in what I've always found, at least for America, is that unadulterated violence, totally cool. As long as you don't actually show like anyone's like head exploding or any kind of like stuff like that, like blood and guts, totally cool. It's when you start showing boobs or someone says fuck. Like, although for PG-13 movies, you're allowed to say fuck one time. If you any more than that, it has to be rated R.
Which is why Marvel usually have one swear word per movie. It's because they're allowed.
Yep.
Look, what was Deadpool in the States?
Rated R.
That was R. That was a hard R.
Yeah,
that was a hard R.
But I think Deadpool was a 15 here in the UK.
I can check.
Well, I mean, I'm sure kids know about sex, so like that's what made it. What like he said, fuck so many times, and then also there's a part where full on he's getting like but he's getting butt raped by what's her name?
Yeah. So like that was the thing that was kind of weird, because like that came out, and for us it was like, oh, that's kind of a bit. That's more than I'd normally expect.
It's a 15 over here.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So like if you're 15 or older, you can just go see that movie.
Well, lucky you Brits are lucky. You guys don't worry so much about foul language.
I think they brought in 12A for Spider-Man. I think it was like one of the first movies that got the 12, because we had 12, but then they did 12A, which is like you could come with an adult if you were under 12.
So I just want to say I like how this part we talked about it a little while ago. This is the part where she talks about how her dad like died in the chimney dressed up as Santa.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know why the fuck, like who does this?
Yeah, so like Glorious whatever says, 18 plus movies limit the audience in theaters, so they tried to keep them down.
Yeah, like it's. I remember hearing about it was when Kevin Smith made Zack and Miri Make a Porno. And they was trying to stop it from being an NC-17, which I believe like would be sort of the equivalent of an 18.
It's because they actually had a real, well, I mean they've done it before, but they actually had a real porn star in there, and like they were basically doing it. There's a full on scene where they're actually doing like a porno scene.
I love that movie. It's
a great movie. It's a great fucking movie. But yeah, that's why they were doing this, because they're like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Also, this is a messed up, if this is a kid's movie, that's a messed up thing, because you just ruined a bunch of kids. That's how I found out there was no Santa Claus. Mom, is there a Santa Claus? Yes, kids. It's just a movie.
Gaps has put, is there a 13Z rating?
No.
I have never heard of a Z rating. Yeah, let me see.
Isn't she also in Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Oh yeah, she's the friend of the main protagonist chick. She's the friend of her, the one who tells her to go hook up with a 30-year-old guy.
Jesus, that movie.
There's a lot of bad stuff that happens in that movie. I rewatched it a few months ago, and I'm just like, oh my god, this movie's horrible.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you should check it out.
So
there's a lot of shit that didn't age well.
Mr. Action put in Japan there's a Z rating.
Yeah, but only for Dragon Ball.
And then GT, and then they updated that to Z Kai.
Oh, fuck's sake! Fuck you guys. I don't know why that didn't click until just now.
It's all right. You're full of Fanta and Red Bull. It's okay. You're on a different plane of existence right now.
Got that Prime gunking up the works.
Didn't have my Prime. Yes, good. The rating for the Z rating for Japan. This rating contains content suitable for only for ages 18 and over.
Yeah, that feels like a lot of Japanese media.
Yeah, no, I feel like
like a lot
That's
of
a lot of anime.
Yeah.
God, I love anime.
I fucking love this bit. Fucking love this bit.
Oh, they're watching Snow White.
This is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Mr. Action said it's for video games.
Right.
That makes sense.
The Z rating for video games.
That's
That's like the M rating for a rated Z for Zeta.
Rated Z for Xenocide.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that a gremlin knows how to work the inner workings of a fucking projector.
Well, also, I think like this seems like why would the Gremlins be into this? This feels like the Gremlins would be like, this movie sucks. They need something way more. They need like Clockwork Orange or something.
That woman with 2 popcorn bags on his ears is me.
Because they like to sing.
Yeah.
That's why. They did establish that Gizmo likes to sing, so I'm like, maybe that's why. They just like a good Disney movie.
The ones
I
that got
haven't watched. Do you know what? I haven't watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in fucking years.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. The ones that have got clothes, where did they get them in their size? Like, where did the little flasher one get a little trench coat like that?
I imagine there's got to be a children's store, or like like the Gap for kids or something like that. Some like Banana Republic or something out there that sells for little like douchey children.
I remember this is a thing that I always thought was weird when I was a kid, because like I've kind of grown up in an era where there was almost never, it's come back a bit now, but there was never really cinemas playing old movies.
Yeah, I mean, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is still a classic. It pisses me off that it's getting a live action remake. It pisses off a lot of people.
Yeah. Like, it's a weird movie. It's a very strange movie. Like, when I went back to watch it, like, Snow White looks kind of creepy. Because they've done that thing where they've, like, rotoscoped her, or, like, drawn over footage. And her face is strange. Like, there's no other detail. Her face is, like, completely white, except for, like, eyes and nose and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's some weird stuff.
What are you doing, Stripe?
I want a Stripe. There's a Stripe action figure on Amazon for like 13 quid. I'm really tempted to grab it.
Seems kind of reasonable.
The candy. See, Gloria says, "Yeah, Harry, I agree. Like, she reminds me of a creepy doll."
Yeah, looks really odd. Also,
yeah, there's a Stripe with a skateboard.
Yeah, because Stripe wasn't cool enough.
And he comes with 2 accessories: a skateboard and a chainsaw. Can I make him ride the skateboard while wielding the chainsaw?
If it's your action figure, you can do what you like, Beaky.
Yeah, man. That's your prerogative.
There's only 3 left in stock. I'm buying it. It will arrive on the 27th of December. Yeah, that's fine. 15 quid for a Stripe figure. Bargain.
Nice.
Squidward wants an action figure of the baby from that dinosaurs. I got confused between dinosaurs and that movie. I think it's just called Dinosaur.
That really weird CGI one with the monkeys.
Yeah.
A lot of older movies have a very creepy vibe, like that with them, like Return to Oz with the Wheelers. Also, Labyrinth was a little creepy. Labyrinth is very creepy.
I love Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is good. I prefer Return to Oz. Return to Oz is terrifying.
Harrison, you exist in the same plane as me, and by plane as me, I mean England. I had a film on VHS when I was younger. It was an animated kids film, and it was about like monkeys that were more or less like sentient, but you had 2 types of like tribes. I'm gonna say ones that were like really high up in the trees were like the rich, the rich and kind of ones, and then ones like lower down in the tree levels and like on the floor were like the poor. or something like that, or like the other way around. I can't remember what it was called.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen it, but
Was it?
I think it was right. Hang on, let me go looking.
It was called A Monkey's Tale. I found it. Yeah, it's called A Monkey's Tale. It was.
It's French. Yeah, it was a French movie, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Le Château de Singe.
Here we go.
Tale. Yeah, I found it.
Because
John
I
Hurt
think
was in it. Matt Hill, Rick Mail was in it.
yeah.
Fucking hell!
I've never
It's
seen
on
this
Amazon
movie you guys are
Prime,
talking
but it's on Amazon Prime with ads. Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna watch that when I go to bed. Shut up, Sweatword.
Now is not the time to be fucking. Now is not the time to be kissing your girlfriend, dude. God damn it.
Sweatword. Fucking hell! I got Sweatword. Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey. Why are we not working for ITV Digital anymore, Monkey? Because it failed, Johnny. It doesn't work anymore. Now you sell PG tips.
He doesn't even sell PG tips anymore, Johnny Vegas.
I don't know who any of this. I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, no.
So
these are real UK
PG
deep cuts.
Yeah, like Sweatword and Mr. Action and Harrison. We all us Brits know.
Well, I like how
Jeez, my
Stripe
hair
gets
is
a gun.
My hair is getting long, man.
Yeah, like also that's scary how they talk. Like that's terrifying how they're able to like barely. But yeah, like I forget exactly how he does, but yeah, like Stripe at some point in this next couple minutes, he gets a gun and starts shooting at Billy.
Yeah, I like it when the Gremlins get guns. Like I like it. That's why, as much as like this movie is funny, the Gremlins would be like an issue if Gremlins just turned up. I mean, like Gremlins is kind of like, what if children were psychopaths? Like if a bit like there's that movie Mom and Dad where all the adults like turn on their children that Nick Cage is in. If children did that, it would be a serious issue.
Yeah, and I think I've heard some people like do videos or like like analysis of this movie and talking about how Gizmo is basically just an embodiment of like a child refusing to grow up. Like he's like and like if you look at like the Gremlins themselves, they're all just like children. Like what are the rules for a Gremlin? That you have to, or that you can't get them wet, or so like it's like something about like bathing. Like he doesn't like it's like denying growing up, something like that, or like them not wanting to get wet is them not wanting to bathe. Them being fed after midnight, like that. You know how children have to be fed at a certain time because their parents say so, or your dinner time has to be X amount.
I think this is the longest my hair's been since I've like met you guys, and that.
Yeah. You're starting to get that not mohawk, the fucking thing, mullet. Yeah,
it's growing in nicely.
But yeah, anyways, I think go look at it.
I think the sides and the front and that is growing out nicely. I just need the back to grow out more.
Yeah, I forgot the last part, Mr. Action. I'm not entirely certain what the last part was, but yeah, you'll have to go look it up yourself. But there was someone who made a very convincing argument to me about how like Gizmo is just like a child refusing to go through puberty.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of like the Gremlins. Like it's that thing of this is how people are once they grow up. You have kids, you tell them to follow. Don't you fucking dare. Sorry, I've got someone messing with me. The Mogwai are like kids, and they're taught to have all these rules. But then as soon as they grow up, they become even worse than they were when they were naughty kids, and they start drinking and like staying up late and causing a ruckus.
Because that's what being an adult is: staying up late, being a fucking piece of shit, destroying everything.
It kind of is that. It's like as soon as you don't have rules, you're like, I'll still tell someone else they have to follow those rules, but I won't. Exactly.
And I don't know what the sunlight, represents, but I'm guessing just I don't know. Sunlight is bad. I don't.
Yeah. It's just
there's kids not want to go outside and stay in. So, maybe it's something that they not want to go out and play and be and touch grass. To be frank, vampires can be an issue, and they have like a billion weaknesses, including sunlight.
I'm sorry, but did you just read TBF as to be frank?
I believe so. What do you think it means?
Fair. It's
to be fair.
fair.
Oh, to be fair. Okay, excuse fucking me, Peaky. God damn.
Yeah. Geez, Peaky. I didn't know you were an anagram. No, I can't say the word. Initialism Nazi.
Excuse me for not knowing all this freaking TBF, LOL, AFSMR.
Also, both those work. Like, to be frank and to be fair would work in that situation.
Well, I've always known it as to be fair.
Whatever. Yeah. Who cares? What difference does it fucking make?
It's like in my humble opinion or in my honest opinion. It doesn't matter. They both work.
Also, Harry, I like every now and again I just see a red dot go all over you.
I know.
We are getting old now. Yeah, no. See, that's how you know. Is it?
The snipers are coming for me.
I could have a second pudding the other day because I'm 25 and I can do what I want. Exactly. And I bet you did have that second pudding. And you probably scarfed it down like a gremlin.
It's so good.
Dude, seriously,
my own house just
a
so I can do stuff like that.
Just had a chill run down my spine. Gaps just put Harry, was that your mum telling you have to go to bed now?
Nah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You never know. He might call her mom. You don't know what they do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just messing.
Sweatwood's just put when I said TBF, I meant tits balls fanny. So come on, Peaky, get it right.
Oh, from now on, every time you put TBF, I'm gonna say tits before fanny. Tits before fanny. Vampires could actually be.
Tits before fanny sounds like a weird cricket rule.
Yeah, it does actually. Like some old timey wimey like cricket rule.
Hey, tits before fanny. Call that off. I feel so sorry for you guys in the States that you use fanny to mean backside. I love how we use
what does fanny mean for you guys?
Fanny is the front butt. Okay? Fanny is front butt.
Okay, yeah, that makes
other side. Yeah.
So when we say we have a fanny pack, you're just sitting there snickering at how ridiculous that sounds.
So you say fanny pack, we say bum bag.
Yeah.
Bum bag.
Don't make me spank you on your fanny. Ooh, getting dirty.
Yeah, no. If you were to say that, I bet you if you were to say that to a chick in a British bar, you'd probably get smacked. Probably be smacked anywhere if you said that to a chick.
Or she'd take you up on your offer and you'd be round the back in the bits.
It's a weird word because it's not really used that much. So once you get to an adult, you kind of don't say fanny anymore. But I always think it's funny when I hear it.
Your president was named after a fart? Wait, which president was this?
Trump.
Wait, what? Is that actually a slang term?
Trump is another word for fart. Yeah, my camera
that's awesome.
Working for some reason. I'm frozen on my screen.
It's like because fart is like it's not really a swear, but for a young kid, it's sort of treated like a swear. Like, oh, it's a bit rude to say fart, so you say Trump instead.
Dude. Oh, I'm going to call him President Fart from now on. Oh, I'm definitely calling him. That is beautiful.
You've got bottom butt. That's another one.
Apparently, Anon says us Scottish people call people fannies as an insult.
I do love people calling someone a fanny. It's you fanny. It's so fun.
Oh God, I gotta go hang out, and I at some point sometime next year, the goal for next year, sometime I gotta go to fucking the UK and hang out and just like be there.
Just try using all these phrases. Just like look at that fanny over there.
Fucking guys are right, fanny. It's like, and people all laugh at me because I'm American. I sound like a fucking jackass.
My camera's back.
Used a bit in the north. I always learn so much about the UK
you're
here.
You're also a Geordie sweat word, so you don't have an opinion.
Hey,
what's a Geordie? Hey. I know Harrison's a Scouser because he was born in Liverpool, but I know what is a Geordie?
It's someone from Newcastle.
Oh. Okay.
It might also cover areas around Newcastle, but
Yeah, it does. It covers like that area. It's like Scouse is like Liverpool area. Mancunian is like Manchester area.
There's so many, like, you know, I appreciate that you guys have a very rich culture and everything, and a very long culture. But god damn it, if that's not confusing as a motherfucker, it's like, what are you? I'm New Mexican. I'm from New Mexico. Easy to fucking figure out.
So Mancunian, Scouser, Geordie is all kind of like football kind of terms.
Yeah, not really.
Also, it's like
just
accents
for
as
people.
well. And it's got accents like Scouse accent, Mancunian accent, Geordie accent.
Well,
I apparently sound a little bit posh to some British people.
A posh. I
Southern.
understand that means like bougie, or that's like.
Yeah, I know I sound southern to you, Harrison, but other people in like that I've spoken to that are in the south of England who like, you sound posh. I'm like, well, I'm in the Royal County of Berkshire, so I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Berkshire spelt Berkshire.
Yeah, it's spelled Berkshire, but it's pronounced
Berkshire.
It's like a whole thing. Like technically in the UK, we don't say clerk, we say Clark. Spelt the same way, but we say Clark.
Yeah. Cugger. Two different types of ways to spell cugger.
Oh yeah, you're adding U's to shit, or having practice with an S instead of a C.
Well, to be fair, that's two different things. There's two different types of practice. There's practices in like practicing something, like I am going to practice guitar. I am going to practice a sport.
Or and there's like doctor's practice.
Yeah, doctor's practice, like a practice. Yeah.
Okay.
So you spell it two different ways depending on what
so Geordie is kind of based more on Newcastle. Like I would technically be a Northumbrian. Oh, okay. Oh, if you're Northumbria. Okay, fair enough. See, this is why Gilbert should have actually been here for when we did our Brits Takeover episode, Harry, because then we could have educated him more.
Well, that would have been a Brits Takeover then, would it?
Yeah. I mean, the entire reason it was a Brits Takeover was because Gil wasn't here. It would have been an episode.
You know what? That was a good episode, to be honest. That was quite good fun. Gil should go.
And it was a lot of fun to listen to as well. So
Gil should go away more often.
He's gonna need a water break soon. Hey! I've been taking my water breaks the whole fucking episode. But yeah, so I like how this last thing is just like, is this the old man just lecturing the shit out of this? Like, shame on you. You're a bad father.
This guy, I know it's terrible to reference The Simpsons, but he just reminds me of that guy from that Treehouse of Horror, the one that sells Homer the Krusty the Clown toys. It's like, we also have frozen yogurt.
I mean, I don't know if it's bad to reference The Simpsons. I get what you're saying. It's like there's a lot of dated shit on The Simpsons that you shouldn't like necessarily be all.
Yeah, well, it's like you know, sarcasm used to be the lowest form of
I haven't watched The Simpsons in like 15 years.
Yeah. It's pretty
dire. See, that's the thing. I got bored of like The Simpsons, Family Guy, like Rick and Morty, and all of that because they just use the same. They just recycle jokes constantly, and it just gets boring. Oh, fart joke. Oh, yeah. Like I thought they were funny when I was a teenager, but they're not so funny now. I'm 30.
Yeah, no, fart jokes are still funny. They're just not as funny.
No, farts are funny. Fart jokes are not funny.
Yes, Misdirection is ending. We've talked through most of it, but I'm like, it's been fun.
It's been on in the background.
I mean, sometimes that happens.
And watching the movie while I've been talking. So somehow I've got you guys coming through one headphone and the film coming through another one. I don't know how I've done that.
Yeah, I don't know how you see. I'm doing the same thing. I'm hearing you guys talk, and I'm also have it like playing. So in my headphones, I don't have it in one or the other. I have it both playing in both. So it's like it's.
Oh no, you guys are coming through this one, and then the film's coming through that one. I don't know how I've split the audio with my earbuds, but apparently I've done it.
Volunteer Titan. I know that 90s show happened. I haven't seen any of it yet. Like. I'm glad that it's got like my two favorite actors from that show are still in it, but
it's also got Fez in it, and
okay.
I think it's also got Kelso for a minute.
All right.
It's not very good though.
Like, I don't know. I really love. I can never remember the name of the actors, but Kitty and Red are like the best characters I think from that '70s show.
Oh, okay.
The problem is, even that '70s show didn't stay great all the way through. Like, it begins pretty good and then it falls off a bit, I thought.
Mm. It's a great way to end that. There just might be a gremlin in your house. All right, so there we go, guys. That was.
Gil, did you do the Christmas movie thing with Dead Guy?
No, so we ended up not doing it. I think he ended up moving it to today. I don't know. We'll see if he's still doing. I'm not sure. He didn't really say much about it, but he had to reschedule
just so I know whether or not to go to bed or not. it's 20 past 11. Huh? I've been up since 4 this morning. Huh. Like,
oh wow.
Well, that's what. Yeah. So it looks like he took the video down, or he took like the stream down. So I'm guessing not. He hasn't said anything about it, so I don't know.
No, right.
Like, well, that's too bad if so, because I was looking forward to talking about that, but it looks like I click on the link and it says,
video unavailable.
No video unavailable. It looks like he deleted the stream, so it might not be happening today. That's too bad. Mr. Action, I was watching it like a good man.
You're a better man than us, Mr. Action.
Okay, well, I will be going to bed then, because, like I said, I've been up since 4 a.m. because I had work this morning.
Hey, we got Tim in here. What's going on, Tim? You kind of missed the stream, though. We were watching Gremlins, and you were...
Tim's always in at the end of the stream. Every stream we do, Tim comes in at the end.
It's okay. We appreciate Tim. But all right, guys. So that was our Christmas stream. That was our Gremlins watch. And so I don't know. Did you guys? Does it still hold up? Do you think, Harrison?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a really fun movie. Like, admittedly, this wasn't my best watching experience because I was having more fun talking to you guys. But it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think all three of us have seen Gremlins so many times. Like, in the past, we pretty much know what happens throughout the entirety of the film anyway.
Yeah, like, and that's why I like doing these with movies that we haven't seen, or that we haven't seen, that people have already seen. Like, if you haven't watched Gremlins already, well, I'm sorry for you being born last year. So, but at any rate, so that's why we do it with that, so we can talk over the movies, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Peaky, what about you? Does you think this movie holds up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. But yeah, guys, absolutely 10 out of 10. So, but I want to say thank you. I'm going to go to the comments. Thank you to Glorious, to Anon, to Volunteer Titan, to Tim, Gap, Justin. Who else? Who else was in here? Brightburn was in here for a minute.
Cinematic Sith.
Sith. Yeah, exactly. There was also, I think there was one more person that was in here. Mr. Nobody. Yeah, like all y'all are such awesome people. Yeah, you guys rock. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for watching with us, or just watching us talk and watching us bullshit about this movie and about other various tangents. I think this will be. We might have one more, depending on if anyone's busy. If you guys aren't busy next Saturday, we might have one more. Just be like the end of the year stream where we just shoot the shit about about what's going on, about the year.
I think I'll be free that night. Yeah, I'll have to check, but yes, I think so because New Year's Eve is the Sunday, I believe. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, so if not, then this might be our last one of the year. If otherwise, we'll see you guys next week because we'll just be, like I said, shooting the shit about the new year, about ringing in 2024 a day early. But awesome. Yeah, so thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for being here with us. If you guys like these videos, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Are you still going to watch, or are you going to watch Marvel's What If? Yes, I will, but we're not going to be doing. I don't think we'll be doing a review on it, or maybe we'll talk about it next week or something a little bit. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for all 9 episodes to come out before I watch it.
I think that should be doing that on like the 29th or something like that is when the last one drops. But either way, whatever.
They started yesterday, so episode 2.
And it's one episode a day until all 9 come out. So I think the 30th is when the last one comes out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm waiting for all 9 to come out before I watch it.
Awesome. I think I might watch it tonight. Watch the first 2 tonight. But anyway, so until next time, I have been Gilbert.
I have been Harry.
I've been Peaky.
And this has been the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you, as I said, you like, subscribe, comment below, and check us out next week. And check out our other videos. Check out our audiobooks, Harrison's, mine, and check out Peaky's channel, even though he's being a weirdo.
You can check out my channel if you want. No new videos. I'm not releasing any new content until like 2024. So,
but until go check
the first week of 2024. I've got like 20 videos planned for the first week.
Nice.
Well, we're all looking forward to that, Peaky. So yeah, go subscribe to his as well. And we will see you guys all next time. Remember, we are all Fulcrum, and Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a good New Year, and we will see you guys again, hopefully next week. Take it easy, everybody.
I have a machine gun.